need to run them here. So, start going. And we're watching every 15 minutes, presented by Oren and Aryan.
That's great.
And a bit of Bridget. What?
Setting up TV this morning?
Yeah, that was a struggle. Yeah. Yeah, that was...
Thoughts, opinions?
On setting up the TV or this?
Anything. General.
The TV was heavy.
Jacob, I need a barrel.
And she needs a barrel. I'm talking to Ricky. It's like The Office.
That's where I got it.
Okay, so we're gonna... Just 5 months of my life that you're going to go over. Oh my god.
Alright, so there are two. One is just E15, that's QuickTime, and then there's another one that's Slates that like they want to play Slates afterwards, but like, yeah, the video's all that matters.
Yeah. As long as that's
Alright, which one?
E15.mod.
Can we start playing it and test it?
Yeah.
If you guys want.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's 22 gigs. Alright, it's 22 gigs.
What about the dip switches? Hold on. No, because flipping the dip switches too, but I don't see why it would be confusing.
Yeah, I think we did that.
future business. And what a blessing that is, to talk to children about their tomorrows. When we talk to the young ones, they talk about wanting to be astronauts, soccer players, ninjas. And then they get a bit older, they come to the high school and they talk about becoming Trojans, or Bruins, or Blue Jays. And then they get a little older still and they start to talk about becoming lawyers, teachers, or custodial technicians. Last night, the members that you see before you here, staff and students, were asked to perform a visualization. They were asked to imagine a setting not very different than this one, with parents, friends, brothers, sisters, boyfriends, girlfriends, all coming into a place like this and sitting down quietly in a mood not unlike what you are feeling right now. And we asked them to imagine that they were there and they were watching, and that somehow they were able to come across the stand and look into this casket. And inside that casket, they saw themselves. And they imagined their mothers and their fathers, their brothers, their sisters, their friends, boyfriends, girlfriends, teachers, speaking about them on that day. And what would they want them to say? What would they want to hear from their brother or their sister, their mother and their father, their friends? What do they want those people to say about them in that last day? And then they were asked, what if you could come back and live your life differently so that you could make sure those people said what you wanted them to say? How might you live your life differently than you have so far? And when we imagined people saying wonderful things. He was a good brother or sister. He cared about others. Her smile was contagious. I'm not sure how I would be able to live without him in my life. She was my foundation. Then there were the things that people might have said where there was the echo of regret. I wish he had been around more. I wish I had told her that that vocab test in Mr. Mead's class could wait and to join us for dinner. I wish I hadn't pushed him so hard. I wished I had read one last book with her. I wish I had told him I love him one more time. Last night after this visualization, students and parents wrote letters. Letters of goodbye. And you'll hear some of those today. Again, we're in the future business. But when we reflect on life through the lens of who we want to be remembered as, who we were when there were no more tomorrows, and who we are, the thing that matters most in all of these reflections is our human legacy. The lives we touched and the lives we changed. The question we are asking students today, the question we should start and end with, is not what do you want to be, it's who do you want to be. As we listen to the letters of loss and grief, remember that we all still possess the gift of tomorrow and the gift of a second chance.
As you're coming in, this way, this way, this way, this way. Welcome to your paradise. Thank you. Take it out. Get your English ready this way.
Oh, Mayor, I'm really excited for you. You have a ton of college options ahead of you. So what are you thinking? since Ivy Day's in a month, hopefully I could get into Columbia, and then from there, following my father's footsteps, go into corporate finance maybe, and we'll see where it goes from there.
Yeah, you done things that
of 5 individuals, parents, students who have had time to reflect on this and will now share with us.
Mom and Dad, supposedly this is the last goodbye, but when you think about it, it's actually the very first goodbye. Every other goodbye was actually see you later, sometimes see you tomorrow, see you in a few days. A little bit of time would pass, and then we reunited and be together again. We'd always have more time together, and there would always be another tomorrow. We've said goodbye to each other so many times. This is the only time it was for real. You gave me the perfect life. Maybe it was too good to be true. I had everything I needed, a happy, healthy, and loving family. In the almost 18 years I was here, both of you did everything you possibly could to bring me joy. It may have seemed as though I took it for granted at times, but I want you both to know that I really did appreciate every incredible thing you've done for me, big or small. I was lucky enough to have you not only as my parents, but also as my role models and friends. I only ever wanted to make you proud and to bring as much light into your lives as you brought into mine. Whenever I thought of my future, you two were always in it. But now you don't even get to see me graduate high school. You won't be able to move me into college in the fall or see me graduate college in 2023. You won't be able to walk me down the aisle or meet my kids, and you won't be able to watch them be bar mitzvah. I know I'm thinking way down the line, but you were actually there every step of the way. I'm sorry. There's so many things I could and should apologize for. I'm sorry that I blamed every stupid thing I did this last year on the stress from college applications. I'm sorry I missed some family dinners so I could study for tests. I'm sorry I said I didn't know how to fix your phone or computer, even though I always knew how and just didn't tell you. I'm sorry for the mornings that I ran out of the house to get to school without saying I love you. I'm so sorry, and I would do absolutely anything to go back in time and just give you both one last hug. You two are some of the strongest people I know, and I know that it will take time to heal, but you will. So please celebrate the almost 18 years we shared, because they were nothing short of incredible. Don't let this stop you from going to USC basketball games and long Saturday morning walks on the beach. I'm positive that you will be able to reintroduce a sense of happiness and positivity into your lives. Thank you for the lifetime's worth of happy memories. I love you both so much, and I hope that one day we'll meet again. Love your daughter, Kate Rose Lee.
Dearest Stella, I should not have to write this letter. Children bury their parents. Parents are not supposed to bury their kids. I was supposed to get old and cranky, make you suffer through endless dad jokes, embarrass you, meet your boyfriends, disapprove of them, then love them as you did. Go on more family trips with you, see you grow up and become the woman I knew you'd be. And then yesterday happened, and it's all gone. You're gone, my baby. My baby who I poured my heart into. My baby whose hug could fill me with hope, whose smile made me so happy. I close my eyes and I see you so clearly, as if you're standing right there in front of me. But I know, as with my mom and dad, that in the time the image will become fuzzy. I'll forget which of your eyes is a little bit bigger than the other. I'll forget which of what you smell like. I'll forget the feel of that hug I love so much. I'll even forget the frustrating times when you were so headstrong and wouldn't listen. Had to do it your way, even though I told you it wouldn't work. I'll forget how angry I'd get when I'd call you downstairs and you'd yell, "Coming," even though I knew you weren't. You sent me a meme this year. It was a speech bubble that said, "I'm not doing drugs or having sex, but my parents think I'm the worst person in the world because I leave my clothes on the floor." We laughed about it because yes, we wanted those clothes picked up. But I should have told you in clear terms how wrong that meme was. I know you weren't doing drugs or having sex. I know you were doing well in school. I know you were kicking ass in sports. And I know, despite your self-doubt, that you were going to kill it in college and beyond. I always told you I loved you every day, but I don't know if I told you often enough how proud of you I am. I was. I think you knew. I hope you knew. I'll never know for sure. You weren't the worst person in the world, not by a long shot. This letter is rambling. I'm sorry. In my defense, I just lost my daughter. I feel like the rest of my life will be flown in missing man formation, an empty seat at the table, a hole in my heart, all of our hearts, for the rest of our lives. I am so sad, Stella. You're gone. It's the rest of us who have to go on without you. I love you, Dad.
Dear Dad, there are so many things that I want to say to you. There are so many things I'm going to want to say to you in the future. Those are things that I will never get to say. I will never get to accomplish my dreams. You will not see me be who you raised me to be. You raised me to be kind. And what I wanted to do with my life was help people. I wanted to thank you for everything that you've done for me. You have been so supportive and understanding, and that is more than anything I could ask for. You have supported me in every one of my choices and given me every opportunity that you could. You are the kind of person I would have wanted to be like. Someone who is kind, funny, intelligent, and caring. I could have never asked for a better role model or a better father. What you have taught me has been some of the most helpful lessons. You have inspired me more than you know, from my first to last day. I just hope that in some way I inspired you, that I impacted you enough so that I never leave you. I just want my memory to be a happy one. I want my life to bring you joy. I want you to know that you did everything right. And I want you to know that I love you. Goodbye, Claire.
Dear Ryan, I remember the day I first spoke to you. Your mom and I had just started trying to get pregnant. As we were driving across the Golden Gate Bridge, your mom fast asleep, a song came on by Creed. The song described how a father spoke or thought about his unborn child and how he would be as a father. That song, with arms wide open, would forever imprint me with the philosophy of how I would be a father. As you know, I always talk to you about life, and I'm always very open. I tell you how much I love you, and I try to live it every day. Life has its way of becoming stressful, mundane, and tedious, but I never thought I would not be able to say one last word or see one last smile. And even though when I would drive you to the airport for flying lessons, I would prepare myself for the possibility that I might not see you. This might be the last time. Nothing could prepare me for this moment of not having you in my life. Life is not supposed to be like this. Time is not supposed to stop. This pain is never going to leave my heart, and my soul is forever altered. While I am encouraged by these intense emotions, I find myself thinking of all you've taught me. Your kind, gentle being to show me how to treat people with compassion. Your student keen intelligence has inspired me to do the best for myself and others. Your passion for the things you love has taught me how to live my life without resolution. But most of all, the short time with me in my life, you have made me the best human being I can be. I know you've equally affected others in your life, your siblings, your mother, your friends. And I admire how you always put their needs, ahead of yours. Consistently shouldering the burdens of others, all the while accomplishing your goals. I think of a book I once read called A Life Well Lived. And in your short life, I could not find a more appropriate title. So I will wake up tomorrow and I will put one shoe on and then the other. And I will take one step forward, followed by another. And I will always live my life to the fullest for the Son who taught me to live a life well lived. I will miss you every day of my life, and I love you from my deepest core. And I hope to see you again when the stars fall from the sky and we sit together under one tree hill.
Such joy and heartache. I am happy for all life has given you. So happy that Dad and I had a son. So proud of the person you have become. My heart aches at the thought of you not realizing your dreams. My heart aches at the idea of never seeing you grow into the man that Dad and I have raised you to be. I almost feel cheated in a way that all the love we have poured into you will never be fully appreciated by the adult version of Marcel I had always hoped you would be. Cheated out of the life that I hoped you would have, the family of your own. Now I can only hope that we have given you the best life we could. I hope that the memories we created together as a family will sustain us. I hope that going forward, I will always remember the life you lived, the friendships you had, and the people who loved you. You have been a shining moment in my life. Your light will never dim. My love is endless, and the bond will never be broken.
We began this journey 2 years ago at the Hilton, and we are grateful and happy to have Marcus Caldwell, who you met 2 years ago, come and say a few words to you now as you're concluding this 2-year journey. Mr. Cole.
2 years ago, I stood in front of you and I had lost my son just a few months earlier. Since then, I did a social media campaign where we did 100 kicks a day for 7 days straight. And most people did it for 7 days, I did it for 1 year. And on the ultimate day, on the last day of doing it, people around the world did it. Some of the top fighters in the UFC, to people that never kicked ever in their life before, and there was a total of over 10,000 people that did it. I've written a book that became an Amazon bestseller called Life is a Moment, and we have a documentary coming out called Letters to Leah. But no day has gone by without me not thinking about my son. The thing is, you will all at some point experience grief in your life as part of humanity. Maybe not as traumatic as we did, but you all will at some point, whether it's a parent, a friend, a sibling, even a pet. And unfortunately, we can't choose what happened to us, but we can choose how we respond to it. And we decided very early on that we were going to make a difference and make sure that our son wasn't just going to become a statistic, but that something was going to come of his passing, something positive. I'm very happy to say that last Friday, a bill was introduced in Capitol Hill in Sacramento to lower the blood alcohol content from 0.08 to 0.05, and it's called Liam's Law. That doesn't mean that it's going to pass. It has to get through committee, the House of Assembly, the Senate, and the governor has to sign off on it. But I know it will pass at some point, because we won't stop. And again, that's a choice that you make. But I can also ask you now to be part of making a difference. There's going to be plenty of opportunities in your life where you can stand by and not do anything, or be part of making history, making a change for something positive. And that is to contact the 8 committee members of the Public Safety Committee in Sacramento and let them know that you want the BAC to be lowered to 0.05 as well. Over the past 2 years, we had to deal with grief, tremendous amount of grief, tremendous amount of pain. But how do you know that you've beaten grief? How do you know that you've come through to the other side? There's only one way really, and I spoke about this not too long ago on a podcast, and that's happiness. Happiness is the ultimate measurement of if you've succeeded or not. And I can honestly stand in front of you today and say, we found our way back to happiness again. And then at the end of the day, that's all that matters. On top of the work that we've done with the non-profit, I've had 2, it's supposed to be 1 retirement fight, but I've had 2 retirement fights in my professional mixed martial arts career. Liam's had a little brother named Nico born, and the name Nico means the people's victory. And the reason why we named him that was because there were so many people that stood with us and walked with us to make a difference and help support us. And next week, Nico and Liam will get a little sister as well. The last thing I want to say to you all is, except obviously be part of this fight, make sure you contact those committee members, please. You will have opportunities in your life again to stand up for what's right or wrong. You're about to go off to college. There's going to be alcohol in college. It's all very real here. It's going to happen. And at some point, almost every single one of you will have the opportunity to make the right decision. Almost every single one of you will have a friend that's going to have too many drinks and say they're fine to drive home. And maybe nothing happens. Maybe they drive and crash and only hurt themselves. But there's a good chance that they will hurt someone else as well. It's not just me saying that, those are statistics. Every single day, 3 Californians are killed because of drunk driving. 1,200 Californians are killed every single year because of drunk driving. And all you have to do is stand up and say, I'm not going to let you drive home tonight. Give me your keys, I'll give them back to you tomorrow. And if it's a good friend, the following day, they'll appreciate you and they will thank you for it. You guys are lucky to have a school that does this event and teach you about drunk driving. The deadliest and the costliest things that we have on the roads today. So I want to thank Beverly Hills High for having me out again. Thank you all for listening, and please be part of this fight and make a change. Thank you. Yes, ignorance is boundless. What you're yet to know is limitless possibility. Many of you have been in the assemblies that I spoke at, some of you many times. So I won't go into the details of our story. But I'll tell you what he said once. He said there are no big or small stories. Every story needs to be told. So you saw a story today, very visual story. Story that definitely touched each and every one of the participants. Touched their parents, and I hope it touched you too. It will go on touching people who will watch it, who will learn from it, because in the end, it all comes to your decision making. Back in the day, when my son Martin died, there was a scene like the one you saw with the candles and flowers, ongoing day after day after day, right down South Beverly Drive. His friends felt that he was around, protecting them, guiding them. They felt his presence. I felt his presence. And when I spoke for the first time at every 15-minute program, I asked them all, I said, please, think before you make a choice. Would that be drinking or driving, getting into a car with someone who drank? Would that be doing drugs or be texting while you're driving, and many other things that you will face in your lives, and eventually you'll make choices. I asked them to make the right choices. I asked them not to make my son to work too hard up there. So I'm going to ask the same to you. Please, think. It all takes think before you make your choices. We love you. God bless you all.
May you take the memories, the words, and the images, what you've seen today with you for the rest of today, the rest of the week, and the rest of your lives. And please remember the question we're asking ourselves today is, who do we want to be? Thank you all for coming. And please walk past the football field and up the softball stairs when you go back to class. Have a nice day.
So we just played the video. It was a very emotional experience. I think it really hit its message, and I think it really got through to the students and the staff to really show the effects of dangerous decisions. And I think this video is an encapsulation of all the work that we put into showing this message. So I'm really glad to have been able to be a part of this team and work with such amazing people. And thank you for making such a great video documenting the whole experience.
Thank you. Any highlights from today?
Any highlights from today? We met in the swim gym to watch this whole experience, and looking throughout the crowd, I saw that every single person was touched by the message that the video had, because it's a very important lesson to have in life. So being able to see that on screen with an amazing program like this is something that's really special here at Beverly.